Surely, we've all heard the most terrifying natural disasters. But can you imagine, within just a few minutes, an entire city, a community, or even a whole nation being completely destroyed? Fierce storms, destructive tsunamis, unpredictable earthquakes. All these have happened, and what is more, they could strike again at any moment, anywhere. In the history of the United States, there are natural disasters that aren't just numbers, but stories pain, loss, and survival. They are not just calamities, they are events that have changed the course of an entire nation. From the biggest storms in history to earthquakes that claim thousands of lives, from floods that washed everything away to relentless wildfires. We can't help but wonder, how can nature be so destructive? And can we truly prepare for these events? Today, we'll dive into the most devastating natural disasters the United States has ever witnessed, events that have left indelible marks on history. Join me as we uncover these haunting stories destruction, pain, and the resilience people in the fight against the overwhelming force nature. Hurricane Katrina, one the deadliest storms to ever strike the UA. In Hyangin Kong Tram Lin Nam, Aitai hit the Gulf Coast, causing catastrophic flooding, especially in New Orleans. With winds reaching to mt tram bylm miles per, Katrina left devastation in its wake. Over mt Ingin Tom tram lives were lost, and thousands people were forced from their homes. The destruction was so severe that the city New Orleans was submerged, with over Tom Muo Piechon tram Aitai flooded. The storm not only claimed lives but also exposed the failures in the city's infrastructure, particularly the levees that were supposed to protect New Orleans. When they failed, the floodwaters came rushing in, and with Aitai, the shock how unprepared the nation was for a disaster this magnitude. Katrina was a wake-up call. The disaster highlighted the urgent need for stronger infrastructure and better preparedness. And yet, even years later, its impact still lingers in the memories those Cape Hato circumflex lived through Aitai. The Great San Francisco earthquake PMT Ingin Chin Tram Lin Sao remains one the most destructive earthquakes in UA. Is Tura, at Nam, Muay Hiam on April Muay Tom, MT Ingin Chin Tram Lin Sao. The ground shook with a force PBYPHY Tom on the Richter scale, lasting for just under a minute, but the damage was unimaginable. Over Ba Ingin people died, and nearly Tomuo Piesh and Tram the city was destroyed, either by the quake itself or the fires that followed. San Francisco was unprepared for such a disaster. The city's infrastructure was fragile, and in the aftermath the quake, fires broke out, quickly consuming what remained the city. In just 4 days, more than Nam Tram city blocks were reduced to ashes, thousands people were left homeless, and recovery would take decades. The MT Ingin Chin Tram Lin Sa earthquake changed the way earthquakes were studied and how cities built themselves. Aitai taught you the importance preparedness and resilience in the face natr's power. In MT Ingin Chin Tram Hai Muo By, one the most devastating floods in American history swept through the Mississippi River Basin. Aitai started as a series heavy rains in the spring, but the real disaster began when the levees broke. The floodwaters surged, covering more than Hai Muo By Ingin square miles land, affecting millions people, particularly in Arkansas, Louisiana, and Mississippi. The flood claimed more than Hai Tram Nam Muo lives and displaced nearly By Tram Ingin people, many whom had to seek refuge in makeshift camps. The economic toll was staggering, with the agricultural heartland the UA wiped out, and entire towns left underwater for weeks. The Great Mississippi Flood not only reshaped the landscape, but also changed the way America approached flood control, prompting the construction of new levee systems and flood protection strategies.